In 792, Japan abolished its conscription system. Within decades, a new type of warrior emerges from the countryside's samurai, meaning those who serve. But these aren't ordinary soldiers. They're elite mounted archers defending noble estates while their masters live at the imperial court, hundreds of miles away. How did private bodyguards transform into the most powerful military class in Japanese history, ruling the nation for nearly 900 years? The answer begins in the Heian period, when nobles spend their days in Kyoto's palaces while their lands lie vulnerable to bandits and rival clans. They need protection, but the government no longer provides armies. Private warriors step into this void and something remarkable happens. They begin developing their own code of honor, their own identity, and eventually their own path to power. These early samurai gain their first battle experience fighting the Emishi tribes in northern Japan. On these brutal frontiers, warriors develop a peculiar tradition. Before engaging in combat, a samurai rides forward, shouting his name, his lineage, and his past victories, then challenges enemy warriors to single combat. This isn't mere bravado, it's the beginning of bushido, a code that will define Japanese warrior culture for centuries. By the 12th century, samurai organize into powerful military groups led by warlords. The imperial court, weakened by internal struggles, cannot resist them. In 1185, a samurai named Minamoto no Yoritomo does the unthinkable. He establishes a military government, the Kamakura shogunate, and becomes the first shogun, or military dictator. From this moment forward, Japan will be ruled not by emperors but by warriors. The samurai have seized control of an entire nation. But who exactly are these warriors, and what makes them so formidable? A samurai's training begins at age 10, sometimes earlier. Young warriors learn three essential skills: horsemanship, archery, and swordsmanship. Their bows, crafted from laminated bamboo strips around wooden cores and protected with lacquer, measure nearly 2 meters long. Arrows, 86 to 96 centimeters in length with iron heads and bird feather fletchings, can pierce armor at 100 meters. Samurai fire these weapons from horseback, standing in heavy wooden saddles designed as stable firing platforms. But the samurai sword becomes legendary. Master craftsmen work steel for weeks, carefully controlling carbon content to create blades that are simultaneously flexible and razor-sharp. The katana, with its 60-centimeter curved blade, and the shorter wakizashi form the daisho, the paired swords that become a samurai's soul. Only full-rank samurai can wear both swords, making them instant symbols of status and power. Their armor is equally sophisticated. The haramaki suit features a close-fitting cuirass and an 8-section skirt, with thigh guards, greaves, and half-armor sleeves protecting limbs. The kabuto helmet, made from riveted iron plates, includes projecting flaps for neck protection. Some warriors wear menpo face masks with fierce features and mustaches. Yet curiously, samurai leave their feet unprotected, wearing only rope sandals, a vulnerability that seems at odds with their otherwise comprehensive armor. Here's what most people don't know about samurai: they weren't always honorable. The Bushido code that we know today wasn't actually compiled until 1716 by a scholar named Yamago Soko, living in an era when samurai no longer fought battles. The real samurai of medieval Japan were pragmatic, often brutal, and primarily motivated by money and social advancement. During actual warfare, promises and truces were frequently violated. Villages burned. The defeated were slaughtered. Samurai collected severed heads of their victims as proof of their kills, a grisly practice driven by the financial rewards for confirmed enemy deaths. At the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, 5 generals and their entire armies switched sides mid-battle, abandoning their sworn lords for better prospects. Under the Tokugawa shogunate, samurai were even granted the legal right to kill anyone of lower rank who acted rudely, loosely defined as acting unexpectedly. Some samurai practiced tsujijiri, testing their sword's sharpness by beheading random strangers at crossroads. These aren't the noble warriors of legend, yet there were genuine examples of extraordinary loyalty and courage. Which brings us to one of the most famous episodes in samurai history. January 1703. At the shogun's castle in Edo, Lord Asano Naganori is insulted by Kira Yashinaka, the shogun's chief of protocol. Naganori makes a fatal mistake. He draws his sword within the castle walls, a capital offense. He's ordered to commit seppuku, ritual suicide by self-disembowelment. He complies, but his death creates 47 Ronin masterless samurai. These warriors swear revenge. For 2 years they wait, concealing their intentions, letting Yashinaka believe they've forgotten their master. Then, on a winter night, they strike. They storm Yashinaka's residence, fight through his guards, and decapitate him. They carry his severed head to their master's grave and place it there as an offering. The shogunate faces a dilemma. The Ronin broke the law, but they exemplified perfect loyalty to their lord. After intense public debate, the decision is made. The Ronin can choose between execution or seppuku. 46 warriors, one mysteriously unaccounted for, ranging from age 15 to 77, choose seppuku. They die as they lived, as samurai. They're buried beside their master at Sengakuji Temple, where their graves remain today, visited by thousands who honor their sacrifice. The 17th century brings an unexpected challenge for samurai: peace. The Tokugawa shogunate stabilizes Japan, ending the constant warfare that gave samurai their purpose. What happens to an entire warrior class when there are no more wars to fight? Many samurai face a choice: become farmers or serve as retainers to local lords in administrative roles. Increasingly, samurai become teachers, financial administrators, and moral guides. They still enjoy elevated social status, ranking in the class above merchants, artisans, and farmers. But they're no longer primarily warriors. A formal ranking system develops with 3 levels: Gokunin, housemen, the lowest vassals; Goshi, rustic warriors who can farm but cannot carry 2 swords; and Hatamoto, bannermen, the highest rank, expected to die for their lord. From 1591, a decree forbids samurai from being both farmers and warriors. They must choose one path. This makes them more dependent on, and therefore more loyal to, their masters. But the world is changing faster than the samurai can adapt. In 1872, Japan reintroduces military conscription. Common people can now become soldiers. The samurai's exclusive military role disappears. 4 years later, in 1876, the samurai class is formally abolished. After nearly 900 years, the warriors who served nobles, who overthrew the imperial court, who ruled Japan through shoguns, are officially dissolved. Yet their legend grows stronger. The 18th century sees intense romanticization of samurai culture. The Hagakure, compiled in 1716, opens with the bold declaration that bushido is a way of dying. This idealized version of the samurai code, emphasizing honor, loyalty, and self-sacrifice, becomes more influential than the messy historical reality ever was. Today, samurai remain cultural icons, their image spread through films, anime, manga, and video games worldwide. We remember them not as they were, pragmatic, often brutal warriors motivated by money and status, but as they wished to be remembered, as the ultimate embodiment of honor, loyalty, and martial excellence. Perhaps that transformation from reality to legend is their greatest victory. The samurai shaped Japan for 9 centuries. Their code, their swords, and their story continue to shape how we think about warriors, honor, and loyalty today. If you could ask one question to a real samurai from medieval Japan, what would it be? Let us know in the comments. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.